a giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to see a giant woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today at the Nerdington Post to give a moment of silence for Anthem.
Just a moment.
And that's it.
Yeah, here it is.
EA officially killed Anthem, so no more Anthem next.
That is a good title, though.
Yeah,
that was a good title.
I was moderately interested because I love the concept of flying around in mechs, but and they can turn games around nowadays. They've done it before.
Yeah, exactly.
But
look what No Man's Sky is now.
Oh yeah, I was excited day of release, and then I picked it up. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I got it for free, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Before we get into more EA stuff, I'm Walter of the Nerdington Post.
I'm Sempai.
I'm Will of the Nerdington Post.
Yes. Yeah, so with EA, they've... One of the new chief creative officer, I think, or chief studios officer, she went out and said, EA is gonna be more hands-off with their studios, which is a good thing, which they should have been doing. So maybe there's a chance we'll get Titanfall 3.
Well, they said that Respawn is now... If there is going to be a Titanfall 3, that it would be all Respawn, which is good news.
I think we're not going to see Titanfall 3 until Apex stops making the money.
Better see Titanfall 3.
I thought Apex was making the money.
I'm saying until Apex stops.
Oh, stops. I thought you said starts. Sorry.
No.
Or if
that makes sense though. If it stops making the money.
If they add in...
Or they can add a Legend or Champ... Whatever the fuck they're calling Apex Legends. If they can add something from Titanfall 3 or that works into Titanfall 3.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, some of the maps were...
And some of the guns are actually from Titanfall.
Yeah, all the guns.
I don't play Apex, so...
Yeah.
It's okay.
I kept getting... Back when I had long hair, I kept getting told I looked like Caustic or whatever the hell his name is. I was like, okay.
He's like the super cocky one, I think.
No, he's the... evil genius psycho man.
Yeah, I don't
remember. I haven't played Apex in years.
I played it for a day and then I still have Titanfall 2 installed. I like that more, so I'm just gonna play that multiplayer. But yeah, and also with the success of Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, for those who somehow don't know what Fallen Order means in context with EA, because of the success of that, EA is going to invest in more single player. So
as they should.
Yeah, Dragon Age 4
so excited for that.
Is going to be single player. They cut out the forced multiplayer that EA was trying to shove down everyone's throats. So that's, you had Dragon Age 4 development start and then rebooted to integrate multiplayer and then rebooted. So here's hoping that's not a complete shitstorm.
Did anybody play the multiplayer in Dragon Age 3?
No,
Inquisition?
I did not play Inquisition.
Negative.
It's not great. Inquisition, still a good game. I still think the first one is my favorite one.
Yeah. Multiplayer can work with it. Like in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer,
it's just unnecessary.
With the way Dragon Age is, why?
Yeah, it's already this open world RPG. Yeah. Why do you gotta throw multiplayer?
Thank God live service stuff is out of that for all the RPG.
For now. You never know.
They can patch it.
EA is that company that'd be like, you know how we said we were just gonna be single player? Here's multiplayer with loot boxes.
Their stocks might fluctuate and then they could replace that executive.
We're saying all of this, but I would like to see Varric or Solas just do the whip and the nene. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, if they just add this magical Bio Royale and we can have like Iron Bull just do a dab for us. I think that'd be kind of neat.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, people will pay for it. Probably so.
I'm thinking of doing Fortnite just for the Chun-Li skin.
Oh, we'll get to that later with fighting game talk. Talk.
But we'll see. We'll see if EA rights the ship or they do what they always do and revert back to their shitty ways.
Well, here's the thing, though. They've never needed to right the ship because they got the
FIFA money. I know.
Money.
I know. It's the principle. It's the principle. EA, you're probably never going to see this, but it's the principle. Someone show this to EA. Sign us. Give us money.
Yeah.
Give us that FIFA money. We'll suck your dick all day.
I don't think they care about the money. It's just like
they care about the money.
No, because they're still getting that money, but it's just like, people have been shitting on us publicly for years. We gotta change that. I mean, we'll still get the same amount of FIFA and Madden money, but people will shit on us
nothing's gonna change. You know? I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens when college football comes out in 2022. But
maybe or maybe not NCAA college football.
Because I feel like I've been thinking about it ever since you brought it up on our episodes. Like, they said college football, not NCAA. So is it just like a bunch of teams they created? That would be very shitty.
I would like to play with John Smith from College University.
But we'll see.
No, I'd play that game if they got all the Key and Peele college football
that'd
players.
be awesome.
Dan Smith, BYU. Just the perfect BYU.
Wayne Dangs. Anyways.
Yeah, so we're just coming off of the Sony State of Play.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Which was what you expect from a State of Play. They get into the weeds a little bit with smaller titles, and then they had that one big thing at the end.
Which wasn't a big...
It wasn't that big.
Honestly, I left this State of Play feeling like I did with the Nintendo Direct. I was like, all right, well, that's like... I'm just glad it was half an hour, not an hour like last week's Nintendo.
I was actually happier, more excited with the Nintendo one than Sony's.
So was I.
Because...
And I hated the Sony one. Or the Nintendo one.
They had triangle strategy.
I know.
Well, they had triangle strategy. Finally, a date for No More Heroes, which is one of the games I was looking forward to the most. I like... At the beginning, they showcase like the Xenoblade Chronicles, and at the beginning, it's like, you're not gonna get me to play those games, Nintendo.
Smash.
And it's like, Smash Bros. And it was like, that's actually really funny. I like that. But yeah, Nintendo was pretty lukewarm. I have the demo downloaded for the strategy game. I haven't played it. I need to play it. I'm excited for that. But on that, just kind of lukewarm with Nintendo. I wasn't expecting much. I'm looking forward to the Pokemon one they're going to be doing soon. But
that's Saturday, I thought.
26th?
I thought it was the Saturday.
I think it's tomorrow.
It's soon. Time. It's whatever. I don't expect much out of it if they announce Generation...
I don't either.
If they announce the Generation 9, I'd be like, okay, cool, I'm buying that, and then instantly regret it, but that's just the cycle for me.
I have a rumor it's going to be
on her sleeve.
I hear it's going to be a Diamond Pearl information. We'll see.
Remake?
Or it's going to be like the Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, but Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
Which I never played those. It didn't seem like my cup of tea.
I think that has Darkrai in it, and I'm big for Darkrai.
But yeah, I wasn't blown away, but I mean, it's the first State of Play, just like it was the first Direct of the year. I mean...
And the State of Play, they never promise anything huge with State of Plays, and they're always 30 minutes, so it's, it's the scale of what they put out there of just like, hey, we're just showing some stuff.
I'm surprised they didn't say anything about Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I think we'll get...
That has a summer release, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think April or June?
But with Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us 2, they're going to have their own mini State of Play for it that comes out before it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
We'll see.
Unlike Nintendo with their Directs, Sony has a pattern for their marketing that they put out there, and they usually follow it. This is a State of Play, not a showcase last year's big one. But yeah, let's get into it. Crash 4, PS5 upgrades.
Yeah, very basic.
Anyone care?
I never played Crash when I was young. He scared the hell out of me. I played Spyro instead.
Oh, so, I like Spyro.
Yeah, so Crash 4 coming to PS5.
Good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for Crash.
Which is also on Xbox, so we're probably gonna see the same upgrades on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, not a big deal.
Returnal got some more gameplay for that. That looks cool.
I'm probably gonna buy that just because there's nothing else to play on the PlayStation 5. That's
how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because other than Deathloop, and I'm gonna try out the new Ratchet and Clank just because it'd be my first my first Ratchet and Clank game, and it looks cool.
Because the PS4 one is actually really good.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be free in March.
Yeah. March.
So I'll probably get that, but
for their Play at Home 2021 initiative.
But I thought what was with the Returnal looked cool. Very fast on your feet gameplay.
Have you guys played Housemarque's previous games?
No, like I said, the only reason why I'm picking it up because I have nothing else to play in the PS5, and it looks very HR Giger-ish, which I'm a huge fan of.
That's why I'm excited for the game Scorn that's coming out on PC and Xbox.
That
looks really cool.
So this is the first time I actually look into Returnal. Is this basically like third-person shooter Dark Souls, or
more
the marketing
roguelite?
Okay,
so like when you die, you reset, and Housemarque, that's their bread and butter, just making fast-paced arcade shooters, kind of like twin-stick shooters.
It reminded me a little bit of Vanquish, just of how fast things were moving.
That's why I'm interested in it. And also just Housemarque, they make solid shooters. Oh my god. Nex Machina? You guys play? Oh, no. Yeah, that was a well-regarded top-down shooter. What was that side-scrolling shooter that came out when the PS4 launched?
The only thing I'm thinking of is Strider Ryu.
I'm just kidding.
You say side-scroller PlayStation 4 when it first came out. I'm just thinking of Strider Ryu.
Okay. I can't remember. But this is their bread and butter, just making fast-paced shooters, and it looks cool. Again, like, if I have a PS5 by then, I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's how, like, I'm with Sempai on this one. I was like, it looks cool, but I might just have something to play until, like, Deathloop and everything comes out.
Did that get a release date or just
April
30th?
April 30th. Hell yeah! I won't have a PS5 by then. So.
I snagged one, so you might. I got one. Thank God.
I wasn't expecting the news. Why would I like to see them address the inventory issues with PlayStation? But
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Biden of all people announced that he's gonna look into cracking down on scalpers for the series that like Xbox and PlayStation. Apparently,
is that why they're holding the kids? They're gonna trade the kids.
I think so. I thought that was really random. I was like, okay, I guess. Well, it's funny because Joe Biden's actually a gamer. When he went to Camp David or wherever recently, he played fucking Nintendo with his grandkids and apparently kicked their ass at Mario Kart.
Sleepy Joe's waking up for the gamers.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go, Sleepy Joe. Wake up for us gamers. We love you.
Next one. Next thing is Knockout City, which they showed at the Nintendo thing also.
It just looks like
dodgeball
Fortnite.
I like the commercial more than the actual gameplay.
Yes.
Man, I hate
another EA game.
Much. Yeah, crossplay beta is coming out. You can play it early on PS5.
I'll try the beta when I get my PS5. I don't think it's going to be something I pick up unless it's free to play.
Yeah.
But weird thing. Valen Studios, the developer who's making it, you know what their last game was?
No.
I think they mentioned it, but I don't remember.
The Living Room Mario Kart game was their last game.
Really?
Wait, what?
Yeah. The guys who made the remote control Mario Kart, they're making Knockout City.
I am worried now.
Have
you guys messed with that?
No, is it cool?
It's cool for half an hour. It's cool for half an hour, and then it's like, oh, this is just it. And
so it's like Labo. It's cool for half an hour.
Yeah.
It's like every little Nintendo gimmick.
Yeah, and then like your pet plays with it and peace on it, and that's it.
Yeah. you can't get something sick like Rainbow Road in your living room.
True.
Next game announced, Sifu, which, like I've been mentioning the past couple of weeks, I'm on a big Jackie Chan kick. So I'm really into.
You say Jackie Chan, when I saw that I was like, yo, that looks like the hallway from Oldboy.
Oldboy, yeah.
Exactly.
I would have loved to see an Oldboy hallway simulator. I'm probably gonna check it out because
this looks like
a sucker.
Oldboy.
Yeah, I thought I just took quick notes. Gameplay looks fun. Kung Fu looks nice and fluid. Art style looks awesome. I'm probably gonna check it out. I'm curious to
see if there's like a time mechanic, just because you see the guy just get
gets older and older.
I'm curious to see if it's gonna be like a roguelike. Whenever you get defeated, you die, you get older, and you have so many tries to do it.
And like you pick up new techniques and everything.
Yeah, because you got older and you're trained.
I'm excited for that. That was the first thing that popped. I was like, oh, okay, now you got my attention, PlayStation.
For me, it was another game we're probably gonna discuss later.
Yeah, if you like that aging mechanic, check out. I forget what it's called, but it's from.
It's a Rogue Legacy.
No, it's from the developers of Remnant from the Ashes. Have you heard of that? It was like a third-person shooter, Dark Souls. They made like a spiritual successor that takes place in the same universe where when you die, your character gets older and you become physically weaker, but then you get stronger attributes. With
Is that Elex?
No. I forget what it's called.
Okay. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I didn't care much for Remnant from the Ashes, so I didn't bother remembering the sequel name. But Sifu, made by Slowclap, who developed Absolver, where that was a multiplayer martial arts game where you got to had different fighting styles and you got to make your own combos, like in God Hand, that beautiful PS2 game. So yeah, I'm excited for Sifu. That'd be cool if you could make your own martial arts styles. Really?
Yeah. Apparently, what's the dude's name? That made God 4.
Oh no, Shinji Mikami.
Yeah, Mikami. Apparently, he's just a huge like Final Fight fan, and like apparently he was trying to make Final Fight 4, and he couldn't get the rights. So it's like fuck it, God Hand.
God Hand.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
It's
such a good game, and it's also like a horrible game too.
It's not horrible. It's rough around the edge. It shows its budget.
It shows his budget, it shows his time, but holy shit,
yeah.
It's every single gen is different.
Yeah.
His gen is gonna be different than my gen. It's great. I love it.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's so cool. You pick up different attacks and you make your own combos,
That's
and
cool.
it's a really well designed system. It's just Capcom gave that team no money for it, and it shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it plays well.
Yeah.
Just looks like ass. So Sifu. Hopefully Sifu is the spiritual successor to God Hand.
They said late 2021, so maybe summer, fall.
Hopefully it has... unfortunately, it doesn't look like it has the raunchy, stupid humor of God Hand, where you're spanking women.
I think they're gonna try to do a little more of a serious kind of take on it, which I think it hurts with the art style they're going for, but whatever.
Yeah, personally, as someone who's been watching a lot of Jackie Chan and not Jet Li, where Jet Li did more serious movies, I want comedy. I want like my Sifu.
Well, you're gonna get that.
I want my Sifu to get kicked in the nuts or just slide through.
Well, maybe he will.
The
Maybe
ladder
they'll
and get
release
in the
more
face.
gameplay, and he does get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ugh, my nuts."
Shout out to
Jackie Chan.
dedicated nut hit button in Saints Row.
Yep.
God bless it. Next game they showed Solar Ash from Heart Machine, who developed Hyper Light Drifter. Do you guys play that?
No. And I also missed this part just because I got a phone call at work, so I was like, "Oh shit."
So
I was driving while listening to this, and then rewatched it.
So my only notes for that game was Giant Light Wife.
Oh yeah, I took note of that too. Giant woman.
Yeah, Giant Light Woman.
We're gonna do another giant woman.
Oh, of course.
It's the year of the tall women.
You should.
It's the year of hard deeds.
Let me
giant women do it.
Let me just say that you should start this episode like you did with the Resident Evil, because that little 15-second clip that you put on our YouTube has over 500 views when our episodes average 15 to 30. So please incorporate that giant woman into this episode.
Well, of course, I've got giant women on the mind. I want to get stepped on, baby.
Let's go.
Step on my face.
Step on his face.
But Solar Ash, it's third-person platforming, high-speed platforming with the skating around. It looks beautiful. Small indie team. Did you play Hyper Light Drifter?
I played a little bit of it. I enjoyed it. I particularly really like the art direction they went with.
Yeah. Well, I like the art direction in this too.
The world building looked great, and I like that. It's just I'm not huge into roguelikes at all, so
it's not a roguelike.
It just I don't know what it was about it. I might be confusing that with another game. Whatever. I'm curious about this one that they just announced. Art direction looks cool. It reminds me a little bit of Bound, just when it comes to the lighting engine that they're using.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm interested in that giant woman.
Exactly. It looks like it has a lot more exploration and platforming focus than Hyper Light Drifter.
That's not Hyper Light Drifter.
But yeah. Again, we saw mostly the platforming and exploration, not so much getting into the weeds with combat. I got golf in the mind, man. Getting into the weeds seems to be like my main phrase nowadays for.
Well, I'll play in Mario Golf. How about that?
I want to go golfing in real life because I've never gone.
I'll go with you. I'm just letting you know we're probably not going to make it through 5 holes. So I suck. I've never golfed. But for you, I will give it a shot.
The old guys behind us are going to be pissed off waiting for us.
Oh no, absolutely.
Just like, hey, you fucking kids! Like we're 30, asshole.
We don't know what we're doing. You geriatric fuck.
But Solar Ash looks great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This next game, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, looked less shitty than I thought it would.
So, at first...
I missed that one, too.
So, here's the thing. I've played every single... Except for this new one that just came out.
The VR one?
Yes. I played every single, like, Five Nights at Freddy game, like, they released so far. I can't tell you they're good or not. But I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play this one because it's like, oh, you're able to walk around.
Yeah, you're not just looking at monitors.
Well, is it first person or third person?
First person.
First person. And, well, on top of that, you also have the watch. So you still have, like, the whole, like, camera mechanic going around, which is the main thing why I got into it. Because, like, oh, it's a horror game with this gimmick. I'm interested.
Right.
And I just couldn't stop playing because I don't know why. I just couldn't stop playing them. Anyways, but I'm gonna look into it. I think I'm gonna have as good a time as the other ones. I don't know why they're doing this really weird like hair metal thing with the animatronics. Like all of them are reference to Kiss or hair metal bands from the 80s. Okay. I'm excited. I mean, I think it's the closest thing we're gonna get to Alien Isolation, the sequel.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Sega.
Yeah.
Well, it's a whole mess now since it's a Fox property, then Fox got bought by Disney, and then Disney's doing their thing with just...
It's true.
Oh, Ridley is coming into Fortnite now.
Fortnite, yeah.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. God, Fortnite's getting everyone.
And the Xenomorph also.
I think so.
Which is, how is that
the Predator's in
look?
Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the Predator's in Fortnite.
But you're
Predator is in Fortnite.
But here's the thing: you're gonna have a Xenomorph parachute out of a bus with a pickaxe and like chopping.
Yes, because it's Fortnite.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into it.
If you really don't like it, just don't play it.
But
I played Fortnite years.
One day they'll announce the property that'll get me into Fortnite, because it's gonna happen eventually with how they're getting everything.
That's what it is. Street Fighter for me.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. Somebody.
You're just saying
like, in general, okay. Like they'll get like, oh, that's in.
What about Dante?
Yeah. Okay.
Dante or Nero?
Well, Nero. They got Nero in them.
Nero will fit better than Dante.
Yeah.
Especially since now they have Ryu and Chun-Li. That like they have that relationship.
They also gave her the Alpha costume. They won the extra. They won the extra step. They gave her the Alpha costume, which is the best costume she ever had.
You can play as sexy Ryu also.
Yeah.
Beard, shirtless. Let's just jump to that now. You could play in Fortnite Wolverine versus Ryu, so you're getting more of a
that is the
Marvel versus Capcom.
Somebody wished for a new Marvel versus Capcom game.
Oh, got it.
Somebody wished for a new Marvel vs. Capcom game on a monkey paw, and we got Fortnite.
That's what happens, man. Yeah. Fortnite just thinks of it all.
I don't like. Honestly,
I'm attracted to She-Hulk. Big woman.
Big woman.
Go with the big women again.
Okay, so you guys don't play Fortnite, right?
No.
No, not in years.
Because I know all the skins have names to them. So I know it's gonna be Ryu, Street Fighter. I know it's gonna be Chun-Li. Yeah. So it's probably Chun-Li Alpha. So Hot Ryu is not the official name, but I'm curious to see if they're gonna name it Hot Ryu for the beer and the shirtless. That's what we call it. That's what it is. It's Hot Ryu.
We'll see. Who was after
Soulstorm? Abe's Odyssey or Oddworld Soulstorm. Finally getting a release date April 6th. Which they've been showing this at like every one for a while now. Year. It's finally getting a release date April 6th. I don't care about the Oddworld games.
Yeah, really.
I think they're fun. I played them.
They are fun.
I played them a lot back in Mexico because I didn't have that many games. Well, I had a bunch of games that were pirated, but this was one of the few games in a language I could understand. So I was able to play it. So, like, I mean, it's free for people that have PlayStation Plus, which seems kind of like the step that Sony's going to try to do to fight with Game Pass.
But I'm a dum-dum. I don't want to solve puzzles.
Well, that's your fault.
That is my fault.
Yeah. Read some books.
Yeah.
I'd rather read than play a puzzle platformer.
And after
I don't like that.
After Oddworld, we got is it Kenna?
Bridge of Spirits.
Bridge of Spirits.
This looks good.
I'm actually excited for that one.
They still haven't
play it? No.
They still haven't shown a lot about it, but it looks like if it was a Pixar or Disney movie in video game form, just like the character models.
Well, this one we finally got the most gameplay we've seen.
It's Star Fox Adventures with no furries.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what a gameplay remind me of.
And we get those little Pikmin mechanics with the furball guys.
It definitely has like a very, like, it's gonna be like PlayStation's answer to what Breath of the Wild was, kind of open world.
That doesn't seem open world.
No,
I you don't know.
I think this is just gonna be their answer to get a Zelda into their console.
Yeah.
Oh, like with Zelda-like mechanics?
Yeah, just Zelda-like mechanics. I think it's gonna be a lot more linear than we expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait to... I'm actually already sick of the comparisons I'm gonna be hearing to Princess Mononoke. Just because of all the, like, the Woodland Spirits with Mass situation. I'm already sick of hearing them, and they haven't even started. But one thing that I found really curious on the trailer was, like, the drama was just getting, like, possessed by the drowned and just created this golem. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see if we're gonna be having like a purification mechanic.
Oh yeah,
or something like
that. Kind of like in
Well,
Okami?
I know it's not what you're thinking, but Dante's Inferno has this like.
No, not Dante's Inferno. God, what was the game? Like the Prince of Persia game that came out that was very cell shaded.
Prince of Persia 2008.
Yeah. Like how you go to like the possessed areas and you cleanse them and everything.
Yeah. I'm actually excited for this one. I'm huge into. I don't like realism in video games way too much. So fair. I like this. I like the stylized graphics. Yeah.
Yeah, because this indie studio, it's like their first game. They used to work on animation. Like the
you definitely see the animation aspect.
It looks good.
But I'm excited for it. I want to see more gameplay because they only showed like some gameplay clips. So I'd like to learn more about the gameplay mechanics. But we'll probably see more as we get closer to August 24th is when it was announced.
Yes. And then this next one. This was a fun trailer.
It was a great trailer.
Deathloop. You shut your hole. Deathloop, since they had like that 60s vibe with the aesthetics.
It's kind of like a Tarantino vibe.
It looks so shitty.
They gave it the full Bond treatment with that theme song.
I hate that song.
Oh, it was fun, dude.
It was great. I was cheesy as
Snake Eater.
I was so happy when we got that closer look at Deathloop. I am like so glad I was able to get my hands on a PS5 because that's probably the first game I'm gonna get for it.
I hope that game is not $70.
It will be.
No, it's through Bethesda and Arcane. It'll probably be $59.99.
No, Bethesda, they all charge $70.
Yeah, not with Microsoft at the helm. It'll probably be $60. No, it is $60 because I just pre-ordered it.
Okay, it's $60?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was stupid and I like Arcane and Bethesda, so I did the deluxe. So I did the $70 one.
If it's $60, I feel like there might be
that should be a $40
PS4
game.
Version down the line.
I think so. I
I
don't remember if they said it's coming out.
Because there's no reason it can't. Like with all these games, with every game coming out this year, there's no reason games can't be on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
But
the only thing that
do you not like arcane games? Do you don't like Dishonored or Prey?
I love Dishonored. I love Prey. I just don't.
What's not getting you about this one? The aesthetics or the Majora's Maskiness of.
So I don't like the only thing. So the only thing I like was the sippy do that. I like that. I like the teleporting around. Yeah, I like the teleporting. I'm not good at first-person shooter games, but I like some first FPS games. I just don't like how it looks. I don't like the vibe they're going for. I don't like the song. I just
everything you don't like. I love.
I think it's a dumb game for dumb babies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Mr. Hip Cinema T-shirt over here.
You have no idea how many people
thinks he's way better than.
You have no idea how many people think this is a Naruto T-shirt.
Oh, with Kiwi.
Rip in pieces, by the way.
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be great. Whoa.
Did something happen to him in Boruto?
Yeah, he dies.
Fuck you, dude! Spoilers.
Deathloop, more like death poop.
Well, this guy's wrong. This guy's wrong. Yeah. The combination of fucking Dishonored and Majora's Mask is gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, everything about this game.
Savage and an idiot.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be one of those games that is gonna be great, but kind of a sleeper.
Yeah. Because
I'll give it that. Again,
the Majora's Mask thing is going to be a turnoff for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just like, I died and then...
But I just...
But if people don't like that, don't get Returnal, because it's the exact same thing.
Or just don't die.
No, just don't die.
Get good.
If you don't like death, don't die.
Yeah, don't die.
Get good.
Yeah.
Get good.
Go
play Dark Souls.
If you die, that's your fault.
Kind of is.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Speaking of not dying, I got vaxxed.
Yeah.
Oh, you got vaxxed?
I got vaxxed.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
When do you get your second shot?
I don't know. Whatever it happens. I don't know. I'll get a call.
No weird side effects?
No.
When did you get it?
2 days ago?
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Be ready for your arm to hurt like a bitch.
Nah, it's already over with.
Cool.
I was gonna work out yesterday, but I'm like, nah. This is a good excuse. Ooh, I'm in mild discomfort. I can't do bicep curls. I'll look for any excuse and I'll work out.
That's fair.
But yeah, Deathloop, exciting. It's coming out May. The release date was already announced. This is the one more thing. The end of the state of play. Not the Final Fantasy VII Remake news, but not the news we wanted.
I thought we were gonna, because they said a big announcement, so I'm like,
no.
Final Fantasy 16, God of War Ragnarok. That's where I instantly
was hoping
went.
for Final Fantasy 16.
So was I.
Yes.
Because I'm more excited about 16 than Ragnarok. I still think
There was
Ragnarok's
some
getting delayed.
16 news this week.
There was?
Yeah, well, it was with an interview with the producer. Action focused, and there's going to be an easy mode if you want to just go through the story.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's it. That's it.
I hope.
I was more excited for that.
We're talking about 16, so I just have to like air out my hopes. I hope it fights like. I hope it has the battle system of Dragon's Dogma.
That'd be cool. You want to mount a big guy and just hack away at him?
Anytime, baby.
Oh, feels good, baby.
But yeah, Final Fantasy VII. What they're calling it?
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade.
Yeah, that's.
So I like Yuffie. I think they did her justice. I like the voice actress for it.
Yes. They announced there's going to be a whole Yuffie chapter added to Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I don't think that should be Final Fantasy. I don't think that should be PS5 exclusive. I think
is it?
Is PS5 exclusive?
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, Square Enix got you by the balls. They can make you buy the game twice.
Yep.
I went through the whole range of emotions when they show Sonnen, the new character
they had with the bow staff.
Yeah, because I thought that was Sid at the beginning. Because I just saw a long stick and somebody walking in. I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, Sid, and it was just some rando that's brand new to the game. I started like looking up like side novels and different extra materials they added for Final Fantasy VII. I think he's a brand new character because I couldn't find him anywhere.
What I hate about this Yuffie integration is just it's that weird side thing of just like, oh, by the way, while that story was happening, this was happening in the background too, and this has no bearing on anything that happened with the main story.
I hate it, but it fits for her just because of her being a little shit.
Yeah.
And they gave us that woman with the glasses, which I am now in love with.
I have a prop for this. When we first started, I had a Final Fantasy Tactics poster on the wall, but it fell behind a bunch of shit. On the backside was Yuffie.
Is it Yuffie or Yuffie?
I thought it was Yuffie.
But I don't say Aerith because that sounds like a stupid ass name with a lisp. It's Aerith and Yuffie.
Aerith.
Do you call her Tifa?
No, she's Tifa.
That's funny.
But like, I don't know, a Mako reactor, not Mako.
I call it Mako. Well, I call it Mako because if it's fantasy or doesn't have like I don't know the pronunciation for it. I follow Spanish rules. You enunciate everything. So it's always been Mako, Tifa, Aerith, Yuffie. No, it was Yuffie at the beginning, and then it's like, no, you're an idiot. It's Yuffie. It's like, okay.
Yeah, for everyone who's like, Aerith is more authentic to the original, like, no, then call her Erisu or Cloudo.
Yeah.
Cloudo.
Talking about dumb bullshit. Do you saw that they added Vice into this side rate? Do you play Dirge to Cerberus?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were going to get into that. No. In addition to showing off,
I recognize the fucking soldiers because of the Tron-looking
exactly
outfits.
Fucking deep ground, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, is that fucking?
Okay, so let's getting into the weeds with Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. With this Yuffie chapter, they introduce a bunch of elements from the shitty FF7 spin-offs into this and I guess they're making that canon.
Well, here's the thing.
All right.
Well, in previous interviews, they said they're gonna be bringing everything from the different canons.
Okay.
So, and they already like added a little bit to it with the remake, with like Leslie and Kiri, the one little girl, Kiri, I forget her name.
The cat eyes on Sephiroth.
Yeah, they like so like that was established. I was not expecting them to pull their Trocero stuff this early. I knew it was gonna be coming in. I knew we're gonna be seeing a little bit of before Crisis stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was expecting that before we got their Trocero shit.
Before Crisis adds interesting stuff to the lore of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Dirge of Cerberus is just shit that piles. They slather a ton of shit onto the side of the beauty of FF7, and they're working it into this expanded content.
Like, you know how every other
Very
Final Fantasy just has the one cool character
right
that everybody flocks to.
Right.
That was Vincent for 7, right? So it's like, hey, he's cool enough, he's popular enough. Like, aside from like Cloud Tifa, and I would say Vincent might be a lot of people's like party.
Okay.
For the first playthrough.
He's got the best magic stats. Base.
He does. He gets a whole game and it's weird.
It's a shitty third-person shooter.
Would they try to add like RPG mechanics?
Those were cool. You get to, like you were upgrading. You were doing like
I didn't like the material system.
You were doing Call of Duty gun customization before that.
Call of Duty,
like a full 15 years before Call of Duty.
Yeah, and like each gun has their own like upgrade path and stuff like that. And it's I think it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. I played it twice.
It's fun too.
It is,
but it's also shitty.
It's also really dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they bring this like whole like deep round like people which are. How much you know about Final Fantasy?
My first sit down with a Final Fantasy game was X.
Okay.
Yeah,
how much do you know about 7?
Not a lot.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. Vincent is a cool guy.
Just kind of paraphrase it because we're almost at 40 minutes.
Got you.
Yeah, we could go for this is a good podcast like Joe Rogan go like 3 hours, bro.
Yeah, but we're not as well known as Joe Rogan.
We will be once we get a 5-hour podcast.
There you go. Well, anyways, they added a bunch of dumb bullshit in his game. They're bringing it into this one. And it might not necessarily be for the better.
No, it's not for the better. There was the story elements were the
I feel
worst
like we
part
just
of the
need to do a podcast episode where we talk about Final Fantasy.
Oh, we could do that.
Just like we need to do a podcast episode where all we do is talk about Star Wars.
Yes.
I will.
You know, because you've never seen Star Wars, but you can come.
Yeah. No. Here's what we do. We make them watch
the
movies for the first time.
That's the podcast.
Yeah.
You watching the movies.
Like we get together, watch the movies, and then we do a podcast of the movie.
Oh, if you're interested in that sort of podcast, newcomers with Lauren Lapkus and Nicole Byer, they watch the Star Warses for the first time and talk about it, and then the second part of the series, they watch the Lord of the Ringses and talk about it. So if you're into that sort of podcast,
well, anyways,
check it out.
Final Fantasy
VII. We'll
VII.
rip them off and do it better because we're men and they're women.
Yeah, just
one thing that's
2021 year of the man.
Disregard that.
One thing I found very interesting from like the side thing for Yuffie, they were doing like combos with each other with the two characters.
Yeah, this seems like this is a test bed for changing the combat for the full-on sequel, which we'll hear about in 4 years.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would like to see Barrett stick Sid's spear into his arm gun and just shoot it. I think that'd be cool.
Dude, I want to see cool stuff like in... The one thing I like about Advent Children that sticks with me is when Cloud gets on the tip of Sid's spear and Sid launches him up. Everything else about that movie is ass.
That's right.
You should watch Advent Children.
And speaking of ass, that was it for the State of Play. We're probably going to get more PlayStation news. Yeah.
We got more PlayStation news before the State of Play earlier in the week.
Yeah, they confirmed my VR.
Interview. Yes.
Yeah, and that was next.
Oh.
Yeah.
VR, like Sempai said.
PS5 VR. Coming sometime.
Yeah, we don't know. It's probably still in development. Days Gone is going to be on PC. It was so funny when that news broke.
It's not the PS4 game we want. Give us Bloodborne, but we'll take it.
It's not that. It's just, I remember, I like to go on Twitter because as much as I don't like console wars, I don't believe in console wars, I love seeing people on Twitter who are like Xbox fanboys, PlayStation fanboys. I just love seeing them go at it because they're
it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
But
like, have you guys seen the reaction image of it's two girls in bikinis just fighting each other, and there's some dude just doing like drugs on the side. Like, that's how I feel like whenever a console war happens.
Yeah, that's we're the guys doing drugs on the side. I don't do drugs either. We don't do drugs.
I'm the guy touching myself.
Yeah.
Watching the two girls.
There you go.
But no, I'm touching myself to the guy doing the drugs, watching the two girls. Like, that guy.
But yeah, Days Gone is going to be on PC, so if you like... it was an okay game. It wasn't the best game.
Yeah, I hear, like, with the patch content, it became better, so...
It's got a good length to it.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Just like him. He's got a good length to him.
Thank you.
Gran Turismo 7, they had no firm release date, and you always assume a Gran Turismo is going to get delayed. But supposedly it's now coming out 2022.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll actually see it then. I still don't think it's coming out 2022.
No, it's going to be... I think that, and I think... If we don't hear anything about God of War in spring, Ragnarok's getting delayed to 2022.
Because, like, with Ratchet & Clank being launch window initially, that's coming out in June, like, that whole slate got
I think Horizon has a better chance of coming out.
Horizon's going to be their November game,
and then Ragnarok's going to kick off March 2022.
Yeah, and then, like we said earlier, Ratchet & Clank, PS4, coming for free to everyone for their Play at Home initiative for this year. And then... report earlier today, Japan Studios, Sony Japan Studios, is downsizing.
Really?
Which is what makes sense why a lot of big people left earlier, or late last year. So Asobi Team, which is the team that developed Astrobot for VR and then Astrobot for PS5, that team is remaining intact. Some personnel is being integrated into that team. But yeah, the reason for the downsizing of that studio is just because, they focused on Japan-only games and they don't really sell well, which makes sense from a business standpoint. Not only a lot of people played Gravity Rush 1 and 2. I love those games, but they did not.
I still got to play the second one. I like the first one, though.
I heard nothing but great things about it.
Yeah, he's a weeb. He never played Gravity Rush, so that's why they're downsizing.
And I'm not a weeb, and I played the first one.
It has a brown woman on it, and I feel like I should have been playing it.
Oh, Kat is super cool. She's great.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, but they're down. That sucks. But, yeah... a lot of their work was just support also anyways for like their other partners. Like they helped out with Bloodborne, they helped out with just other third-party Japanese titles. So it makes sense from a business standpoint. That sucks though, people are losing their jobs. Hopefully as much of them get... well, a lot of them are transferring to Bokeh Game Studios, which is they're making the horror game from the creator of Silent Hill. Maybe that's the studio that's actually making the new Silent Hill game. We'll see. But yeah, people. Business talk. Moving on. Oh, more Sony news. Twisted Metal is getting a TV series.
Should be interesting.
Why? I love Twisted Metal, but...
God, they haven't made a game in, 15 years?
There was one for
PS3. Was it Black on PS3?
There was
PS2.
one on PS3.
Black is the best one, for sure.
Yeah, it's also the one that's banned in several countries.
But that was the last one, right?
No, they had a PS3 one that had a multiplayer focus.
That's stupid.
And it was fun. I liked playing it, but it wasn't as good as Black. I need that more. Because you've played the Twisted Metal games, right?
Yeah.
So
this is my favorite game on PlayStation.
Yeah, so a lot of it's like each card has a defined character and shtick to them. So in Twisted Metal 3, they're just cars.
Oh, that's not normal.
Really?
Yeah. It's really lame. Yeah, they have...
because, Sweet Tooth has his own cool backstory.
Yeah, the way they worked with, you had 3 different factions, and the single player followed the 3 different storylines for those factions. Like, there's the Sweet Tooth faction, and then...
oh, that's going to be horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was... mechanically, it was fun to play, but... I don't know.
The TV series is just going to be just cars?
No.
Oh, we're talking about the game.
The PS3 game.
We're talking about the series. I don't give a shit about the game.
Wait. Did you seriously thought they're gonna make like a Cars
Yes,
Disney
because
game.
people do that stupid shit.
Yeah.
Not like a Cars Disney game.
I was gonna say, like-
I thought the
Cars?
I
watch that.
No, I thought the TV
That would-
series
that'd be
was
a good
gonna,
series.
No, I thought the TV series was gonna be just like
I would have
just
seen
the cars and they communicate, which is stupid.
That would be a better show. That's a better show.
I would
Because
much rather have that.
no,
No, that's
because
a better show.
because the drivers of the cars have cool backstories
Yeah.
that you can go into.
I would have killed for a Knight Rider Trust Twisted Metal episode.
Just watch Transformers then. Like
No.
stupid shit.
No. I don't watch things.
Yeah,
I
so
don't watch things.
I don't watch these. I read things.
I don't
God
read
damn
either.
it. I don't read either. It's good.
I think,
fine.
development just started, doesn't have a network, doesn't have a showrunner yet. I hope, like many video game inspired projects going to TV or movies, I hope this dies in the cradle
So do I.
I
and it
hope.
goes nowhere.
I hope the opposite. I actually hope it does get started and it takes itself way too seriously. I hope it gets out
And it's like
takes itself
stupid, corny and shit.
super corny and also like very greedy when it need to be greedy.
I think it could work
We're
in
not-
like a corny horror style way.
Like Twisted Metal Black, where it was
Yeah.
gritty but funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I want horrible.
Just you want it to be
I want to
shit.
see Death Race 2000, but but serious.
Oh,
I
that was with Jason Statham, wasn't it?
I'm
Death
talking
Race?
about the original one.
oh okay.
That was Jason Statham.
With Jackie Chan, was he in it?
No.
Oh no, he was in Cannonball
Hold on,
Run.
wait a minute. I gotta look this shit up.
Okay.
I'm talking for like the 70, 80 movie one.
Yeah, there were okay. I get Cannonball Run confused with Death Race all the time. Isn't it the same process?
They're basically the same fucking movie.
One of them had Jackie Chan in it, and that was his first Western role.
I will. Look
Oh
that
no,
up.
Death Race 2000 had Sly Stallone in it.
Okay. Which is the one with David Carradine? Was that Cannonball Run or did
No,
you
that's
have David
Death
Carradine?
Race 2000 because David Carradine's in that.
Okay. It's gonna be shit, probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Of
Yeah.
all the Sony properties,
I'm excited though.
that's the
I'm with
last
I'm
one.
with Sempai. I think it could potentially be stupid fun, but we'll see.
Okay. BlizzCon 2021 happened. The big news: Diablo 2 Resurrected coming out this year.
I love Diablo 2. I put so many hours into that game.
You know, Diablo is actually really fun on the Switch.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I've been thinking about getting it for the Switch.
controls are kind of weird, but
You can play it on the Switch and cross saves with Diablo 2.
yeah, controls are a little weird because PC game into Switch. Is
Right.
But it plays really well, really smooth.
Nice.
And I mean, you can play and just go poop and keep playing and go out and yeah, I mean, Diablo.
Yeah. And then they announced the Rogue class for Diablo 4, which, they talked about the Rogue class, how PvP open world is going to work. I didn't watch. I skimmed through this part because I don't care too much about Diablo. So, with Diablo-esque news, how are you enjoying Borderlands 2?
It's
are you
really
playing
fun.
Two, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
It's really fun, man.
Dude, yeah.
I was, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that looked
Bang,
at
bang,
board.
loot, loot, man.
Yeah, it was, so far it's fun. I haven't been too deep into it just because work's been crazy.
Yeah.
But I've probably about 4 to 5 hours in. It's awesome. It's like the mechanics are fun, like the art style. It's very fun. Yeah, I'm kind of upset that I slept on that game for so long.
Dude, you're playing Axton, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to get into it. We can talk about different builds.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, so,
What a
Borderlands
great
2.
man.
I think there's still a sale going on PC and the Xbox version or something on the Microsoft Store. So if you never checked out Borderlands, you get the pre-sequel 1 and 2 for like $20.
Back to Blizz talk. Blizzard Arcade Collection. They're 3 games. No one remembers. They're getting a collection being released. I'm not even gonna try. The only one I can remember is Lost Vikings and these 2 other games. Blackthorn. Get out of here.
The only
Stick
thing,
to your orcs that people fucking love.
The only thing that stuck out to me from BlizzCon was just they showcase some new art character designs for Overwatch 2.
Yes,
And-
that's the stuff I watched for BlizzCon.
That's literally all I saw from Twitter. Like, I didn't hear anything about Diablo. I didn't hear anything about just all the stuff that you talked about. It's like, hey, check out Matt Creed. Now he has a beard.
Yeah. Well, that's the annoying thing about Overwatch 2 is all this stuff. They've been sitting on content for Overwatch just so they could release it all with Overwatch 2. It's like, no, just Overwatch has been getting stale. You have that new character, just release the new character.
Isn't Overwatch 2 going to have like a standalone story?
That's
what I heard. It's going to be like
the PvE.
It's going to have some PvE. It's going to have some
be,
PvE.
Yeah.
They're going to add more to the lore, but it's, from my understanding, it's still going to be like heavily like PvP focused.
Yeah, the PvP stuff will be integrated into Overwatch.
So it won't be like what Titanfall 2 did and develop a full standalone story?
There will be. I feel like with how they were talking about Overwatch 2 this year, I feel like they might, I'm hoping they don't, but they might backtrack on what they said of like all the PvP stuff is going to be integrated and free in Overwatch 1,
Mm-hmm.
but then all the PvE stuff and the co-op and the story mode, that's Overwatch 2 and you have to buy that content separately for like $30-$40.
Okay.
But the way they're talking about it, it's just like, oh, if you make me buy another $60 thing,
Right.
and I don't get that, like, fuck you, Activision. You're slowly
they
warming
would
your...
do that. They would do that to make money.
Because Activision is warming their way into Blizzard.
Because they know Overwatch has that following that will spend the money. All about the Benjamins.
They talk about different role changes. Well, the annoying thing about it is, hey, we have all these changes we're testing, but the game's not coming out for another year, so we might take back this... the things we're talking about with gameplay-wise, we might roll back.
It's kind of like, why announce it if you may take it back? Just do the thing behind the scenes and then roll it out.
The main reason why I've been quiet this whole time is because you're talking about like the money and stuff like that. I'm just like, man, I really did spend like over $100 on a chance to get a specific skin.
Exactly.
Oh.
It wasn't like I won go, but it was just like, oh, you know what? Like I have $10. Like let me buy a loot box. Oh, I have $10. I'm just like, shit.
I proudly have spent no money on loot boxes in Overwatch.
I haven't played Overwatch in about a year or two.
It was like, what is it like? I got really heavy into it because I like playing tanks because I'm bad at shooting games. And when you're a tank, you don't really have to shoot. You just need to survive and carry people around.
That's right.
So when it was triple tank meta, that's where I spent most of my time on.
Baby.
And that's when I actually decided, like, you know what? Like, I'm into this. I'm enjoying this. Let me spend money on it. And I think it was around my birthday. It's like, I got, like, money for my birthday. It's like, yeah, like, bills are taken care of. I already bought the things I wanted to buy. I've never done anything stupid with money. Let me burn it on fucking Overwatch.
That's how I felt when I bought the PS5.
I got the skin I wanted, but I'm just like...
No, it's never worth it.
No, it's never worth it.
Yeah, the thing is, like...
As soon as I bought the PS5, I had, like, a little bit of buyer's remorse. I'm like, why did I buy this?
And that's how I found out I have a gambling addiction. Because even after I got the skin, like...
You wanted more.
I wanted more. I'm just like, you know what? Like, let's do it, baby.
That's right. Let's go.
I'm all about the premium shop, man. I will buy that thing for a stupid amount of money.
Right.
And then not use it.
No, right.
Like my action figures.
That's how
stored away.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll put that streamer set up with the bookshelf with the figures in the background. Right. But it's not going to happen. I don't like streaming.
That's how I'm like, I was like, why did I get the deluxe edition of Biomutant? For a statue, I'll probably look at every now and then. Because I want it.
For a game that's probably not going to get released.
No, it's got a release date.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Biomutant does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. May. I think it was May or something.
I
pre-ordered it at your store.
They went radio silent just because they've been just... For the past year and a half, they've been doing QA on it. Yeah. Just because it's only 20 people on that team, so...
And honestly, I think that's the right step to be doing.
May 25th, 2021, baby. Yeah, I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. It's like $120.
I'm gonna have to buy that game.
Yeah,
because I got to play a demo of it, and it plays so good.
Does it really? That makes me feel so much better.
Have you ever played Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah,
it feels like Ninja Gaiden.
That makes me feel so good.
A little more slippery, which just adds to it plays really well.
That makes me feel so much better about my pre-order.
Might check it out then.
Yeah,
might check it out.
That makes me feel so much better about my pre-order. Yeah. Awesome.
No, you're gonna, if you like Ninja Gaiden, you're gonna like it. It plays well. I liked it. I'm just.
Well, it's coming out May 25th.
I know. I'm gonna have to buy it. I didn't want to buy it. I'm gonna have to buy it.
May's stack, man. Resident Evil Village.
Yeah, it's Biomutant and Village, and Deathloop. God damn! Wow, 3 different games to play.
And then rounding out the BlizzCon news, the opening ceremony, like there were the pre-show, they had DJ. They had famous door holder Christian Nairn DJing. Hodor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been a DJ for...
He's been DJing longer than Hodor, I think.
Yeah, he's been a DJ longer than an actor. So yeah, the pre-show.
I just know him as Hodor.
Yeah,
That's what everybody knows him as.
I tuned in to watch BlizzCon and then like, oh shit, Hodor. Like, I knew he was a DJ, but just like seeing that giant man like over a turntable, like...
Go figure, holding it down.
Yeah. Hold the drop. And then to close out the opening night, they had Metallica play. But it's funny because have you seen this news previously?
No.
Okay, so on the
I know they played, but I didn't watch.
So on the official Twitch,
for a little bit of
channel,
context, do you know anything about the copyright stuff with Twitch and music?
No.
They're up everyone's ass with like
Twitches.
Yeah.
Okay.
If like if
you're streaming,
if you have
music,
licensed music,
in
you have
the
licensed
background,
music. It's you. They mute you or they give you a strike. I don't know. They're on your ass.
Oh
about
shit!
it.
Okay.
It's hard.
But
yeah, that's why games like Cyberpunk have specific options in the modes to like turn off licensed music. So
oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So that like most major games have that feature now.
But
Metallica was playing, and then on the official Twitch gaming stream, they muted Metallica's music and played generic music out of fear of getting a content strike from Metallica playing live.
So you see this like old man just rocking with their guitars, and you hear like some
like elevator music bullshit.
No, it's like shitty Super Nintendo chiptune music. I gotta look at this. Hold on. It's great.
Dude, hold on. But like, if you were watching it streamed on YouTube, or if you were watching the Blizzard Twitch stream, they actually had Metallica playing live.
It's only Twitch.
Twitch was just they're so afraid of their own bots coming after them, just like, oh, we gotta replace this.
Well, maybe don't be so sticklers.
Oh my god, what's that? There was a specific kind of YouTube video. Oh, shreds. Have you seen those shreds?
Oh, those!
From,
I love those videos.
2000s?
They're awesome. Beach Boy shreds is amazing.
Yeah, or my favorite one was
what the hell is shreds?
9 Inch Nails shreds. It's okay. So imagine you have the music video for a band.
Okay.
And then they replace the music with a shitty mock cover.
Okay.
But you have to see it. It's hard to describe, man. It's the beautiful days of the early 2000s when YouTube first became a thing. Yeah, but yeah, just that's what I was picturing in my head on the Twitch stream of just. I'll show you 9 Inch Nails shreds.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So funny. Dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, just sorry. A weird, stupid thing of Twitch. But yeah, let's get into our hats off here for the Beast, the man, the myth, the legend, the first esports fighting game player, Daigo Umehara. Hats off to you. He won the Capcom Pro Tour season final with a broken finger, which is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I believe it was his left hand, which is traditionally stick hand, but it's not that impressive considering the type of fight stick you use in that, which is the hitbox, so you don't have to make all the motions with it, but still impressive. You know, regular Tom Brady playing with a busted finger, he's the GOAT, man.
Tommy Brady.
I was gonna say
goats,
Tom Brady.
Goats be goats.
Goats be goats, baby.
I was gonna say, like people, like in 20 years, people are gonna forget about Tony Harding. We're gonna be talking about Daigo Umehara in 20 years still.
Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about fighting games as an esports. Like, you don't have pro player in any other game. You don't have pro players past 30. Whereas this guy, whom he's 39, and he's still at a competitive level because. Whereas all those other esports like Dota, Counter-Strike, they're so reaction-based whereas fighting games, that is a huge part. But knowing matchups, game knowledge is way more important. Where, like, he's not as quick as the younger guys, but his knowledge and just the head games he can play, they're there, man.
I want to say, like, the only one when we're talking like old school names that I will still see like pop on stream or like in tournaments, it will be like Alex Valle. But even then, like
he's not at that competitive
exactly
level. He's more of the behind the scenes being an organizer now.
Well, that's the thing though. Like he will still like be at like Evo every so often, and he will still do the tournaments. But like Daigo is the other one that still sticks around.
Yeah, he still got it, baby.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, my man.
Yeah.
One day you'll be able to do that rematch with Lupe Fiasco.
Oh man, what is that news? I forgot to write it down on the show notes. But Hideo Kojima's book of essays is finally coming to the West. I forgot what it's called.
Welcome to my dark, twisted mind.
Also, for all you conspiracy theorists out there, Xbox did like
the Creative Gene
event or something recently, and Phil Spencer. You always got to be on the lookout for his office because he always hides Easter eggs.
Find something, yeah.
He had a Kojima statue, like that statue that...
He has the Kojima girl statue.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He had it on his bookshelf that has never had that statue before. And Xbox likes to do that shit. They like to like put Easter eggs in their videos.
Yeah,
so
he hid the Series S.
Yeah, on his bookshelf. So
he also had his Switch in the back.
Yeah. So we may be getting some kind of Kojima... Xbox news. I mean, Death Stranding is coming to PC, so it could be coming to Xbox.
Just Death Stranding.
But hey, that's a big deal for Microsoft.
That's something.
That's big for Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
that's
just fun little Easter eggs.
It's the whole thing with console wars. It's who cares?
Yeah,
it all comes out on everything.
You should. I don't feed into it, but you should just see some of the shit that some of these console war YouTubers do.
I live it. It's great. I live it because like I unfortunately just have to deal with it in the daily almost. But
I'm pretty sure you get a lot of people coming.
Yeah, but even like my days off, like today I was just taking my dog out for his walk in the morning, and some dude was just coming off his Amazon truck just delivered some packages. I was wearing my PlayStation hoodie, and it's like, I like your PlayStation hoodie, man. It's like, cool, yeah. It was like, man, PlayStation gamers for life. I was like. Yeah,
I remember when we worked at Halstead and Monroe, we had this PlayStation. I just knew he was a fanboy because he had like the PlayStation logo tattooed on him, like the controller.
What's it here?
Yes, I think.
Was it a tall
white man?
Tall white man, handsome. He had a daughter named something. Really.
Yes, that's him.
That guy fucks. I love that guy.
But
he's straight up a fan. I'm just like, cool. You're cool.
Hey, but like you're a fanboy.
If he ever asked me to hang out, I would be like, who else is coming?
Yeah. But because he would, before our store closed, he would always come get his PlayStation shit.
Yeah.
And there's also there's that one guy who lived nearby who was like the opposite side, where he had every limited edition Xbox controller that he bought. Yeah. He's like, I got like 15 controllers. I'm like, why?
So like, so here's my thing. Like, it's cool if you support a brand. That's great.
It's not cool, actually.
You spend so much money.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't shit on someone else because they like another brand that you don't, or they like both brands.
Fuck Nintendo. You should be a grown up and just shit on everything.
Yes, exactly. If you're gonna shit on PlayStation, shit on Xbox. But dude, I look at some of the videos some of these fanboys put out, and I'm just like,
it's great.
They are delusional and they're stupid. I almost said the R word. Gonna be nice.
Yeah, if you want to say the R word, I'll bleep it out.
No, it's okay.
You want to just drop an R? Or...
Will you really bleep it out?
Yeah, bleep it out.
They're just so
Wei-Zhongzhan.
stupid. So if you're a fanboy, just shut up and play your games. Shut up and play your games.
We are saying it a ton right now, but we don't condone the usage of the word R word.
The R word is not a good word.
Oh my god, guys.
Specifically, that R word being
Wei-Zhongzhan.
Don't say it in
the
public
R word.
because, people are sensitive to mental illness, that sort of thing, and developmental issues. Be respectful of other people. But if it's locker room talk with the boys,
oh my god,
just men being men in 2021, you're the man.
Nope, all right,
just say whatever you want.
And that's our news for the week.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week. God damn it.
Jesus.